In this box is a prototype of the brand new Orangewood guitar. This is the Juniper with a rubber bridge. Buckle in, I'm Jeremy. This might be the most fun of the Orangewood guitars that I've had so far. This is the Orangewood Juniper S in black. This is a rubber bridge little parlor guitar. Quick little pet peeve. It always bothers me when people call things, when they call like a double O a parlor guitar or an LGO a parlor guitar. Not a parlor guitar. This is a parlor guitar. It is a small, tiny, huggable little thing. So like I said, this might be the most fun of the Orangewood guitars I've ever played, and it has some remarkably good quality things on it. So let's just talk about the specs of this thing first. It is $395 is the price listed on the website. That could be different. I'll have a link in the description down below for these, but this thing is the quality of the materials. Every time I get an Orangewood, it's just a little better than the ones before, and that's really exciting. So the first thing on this guitar that I noticed is just how beautiful that black finish is, the white pickguard. This is a cool, vibey 1930s, 1920s kind of style. It feels like a fun guitar from way back. The thing that really caught my attention on this guitar is just how much the quality of the hardware and just the fit and finish and feel of these guitars has come up. Orangewoods have always really been able to deliver a better guitar than the other price point. Now, the way they do that is that they sell direct. They don't have dealers, so that it's just a different way of approaching selling guitars. They're really great at customer service, so if you have issues, you can return it. But it's not like you can go down and play the guitar before you get it. It's not like you can talk to someone about it before. Anyway, so there's a fad in the guitar world right now with rubber bridges, and rubber bridges are incredibly cool. They give this kind of thumpy, antique sounding tone to me that I like, and it forces me to play very differently. Open gear Grover silver tuners on the back, huge upgrade in quality, really beautiful bound fingerboard, really comfy neck, beautiful satin on the back and sides. They put the strap button on in the right place. Sometimes guitar companies do it on the back, and that kills me on the back of the heel because it makes the whole guitar kind of flop forward the whole time you're playing it. It's a 24 3/4 inch scale length. So this is, think an old Gibson. It's a little more slacky. It just makes sense for all of those like twangy, Travis picky things. Man, it's a great feeling guitar. It does have a pickup. It has a humbucker in the neck here, and it's paired. This has the Ernie Ball flat wound strings, and then you have one volume knob down here. Other specs on this guitar that are worth talking about: beautiful dark rosewood board with the dots. Classic, subtle, understated, not ridiculous, not obscene, and yeah. So the rubber bridge, very, very cool addition on this guitar. My gripe about I'll talk about the specs. So there is a 1/4 inch jack that is on the corner, and this drives me crazy because it's easy to trip on, easy to break the jack, really easy to break the side of the guitar. I wish it would have come out the in pin. That's like one of my, that's a soapbox. For me, this is a sign of an affordable guitar, because most of the more expensive guitars are gonna just put it out the end pin. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. This is my main gripe. So I'll run this through a quick 3-question gear review. I've played this guitar for a couple hours at this point. I really enjoy it. Like I said, this is the most playful. So if you're not familiar with the 3-question gear review, 3 questions are: what's good about this guitar? What's bad about this guitar? And if you're in the market, should you consider buying one of these guitars? What's good about this guitar? It is ultimately fun. This probably can't be anybody's #1 guitar, but if you're stuck, if you're in a rut, if you need something to inspire you or to just give you a different tone or a different set of ears for a backing part of a recording, or it's just it's so good. It forces you to like break new ground, try new things. So it's very fun. It is really beautiful to look at. It's incredibly well made. There are lots of things that are really, really good about this guitar. Incredibly comfortable, pretty light. Let's switch gears. Things that are not good about this guitar. What's bad about this guitar? Not that you would expect this guitar to have a solid top, because at $395 or wherever this guitar lands in the prices, to get all of these things and have a solid top would be a lot. That'd be a lot to ask. So they don't say on the website whether this is a solid top or laminate top. That usually means that it's a laminate top, and also the binding inside the sound hole. While cool and super time specific for the style of guitar this is, that kind of ragtime, that kind of era of guitars, this thing still laminate top. Other things I don't particularly like about this guitar, and I mentioned this a moment ago, the in pin on the lower bout. It's just such an easy place to break a guitar. You have to really get in the habit. And if you don't do this already, 2 things. Number 1, always take the cable back through the strap, and the reason you do is that once you take it through the strap and then plug it in, if you were to trip over that cable, you're gonna pull here, you won't pull there. Because if you pull there, you're gonna pull the cable out, you're gonna break, you have enough leverage, especially with a straight cable. So the second component of this is you probably should commit to using a right angle cable on this guitar. Some guitars, these don't work as well, some they work great. But a right angle cable gives you less leverage on the end pin here. So if you take the strap through and then you have a right angle, you would sit a lot more flush to the side. That would be a good thing. So I have a very short list of things that I don't like about this guitar. The price is ridiculously good. The quality is, like I said, I mean, it's the best yet. And I know that there's some boys down south that will, they like cutting. Whoa, hang on, I see a thing. Whoa! Holy moly, I've never seen that. Okay, here's the thing. As I'm looking through this guitar, I'm looking in the sound hole, I'm looking at the braces where they meet on the front and back here, And in all 4 places, see, 4, I can't see up top, but in all 4, where the tone bars meet on this side and this side, or whatever those braces going, well, these are just the back braces straight across. They're tucked into the top, which is a great and like high build quality thing. But on this, I can see light through, and I'm looking at like bright studio lights, but I can see light on both of these. Interesting. That's Okay, what does this mean? A couple things. Number one, this is a prototype. This is not a production version of this guitar. And so, yeah, that's it. With that said, I haven't seen it on other guitars. So, yeah, this isn't a production guitar. I will definitely let Orangewood know that that I can see through it. I don't think it's particularly problematic. What I'm assuming is happening is that the braces are tucked in and I'm just seeing their light through this, the more transparent single line of binding. That's what I'm assuming. Would I buy this guitar as the third part of this gear review? I would buy one of these, I think, in a heartbeat. Competitors to this, the Jim Dandy from Gretsch or all those, like the Recording King Dirty 30s, they're fun and they feel like a toy that's kind of a guitar. And that's the thing that it's always stuck with me on these. They're mostly a toy, kind of a guitar. This does not feel like a toy. This feels like a guitar. The shape of the neck, the fit of the fingerboard, the fact that it's just the fretwork is so good. This thing feels like a much more expensive guitar. And I understand when I make sponsored content, people always think that I'm just changing my opinions for the buyers. But I hope you can understand that I get to experience the unboxing of guitars and my reactions because I've been doing this for like 20 years. And so with that, I've just been around a lot of guitars and I love them. Like, I really love what I get to do in my life. And I don't lie. There's no point in me exaggerating or playing down things. So when I say that I like this guitar, I would buy one of these in a heartbeat. I think that it's a really fun color and shape. I really like the PRS, the P20s. They were doing them in pink. They were doing them in black with the tuxedo with the white pickguard. I think that is a classy and fun thing. It's a cool, different look to a guitar. So yeah, I think I would buy this guitar as my as my third, fourth, or fifth guitar. The Rubber Bridge is so specifically thumpy and dark, and yeah, it's just, it's a fad, ultimately. It will go the way of chorus pedals. I love chorus, but they come and go in popularity. It will go the way of Nashville tuning. You know, everybody was switching their guitars to Nashville tuning a couple of years ago. If you don't know, Nashville tuning is you take all the 6 octave up or like 4 octave up strings from the 12 set string. And so you're playing basically up an octave. It's cool. It's twangy. It's weird. It's a recording trick. And so I think that that's probably the closest thing to this. Like, Nashville tuning has come and gone, and it's cool, it's not cool. And then there is this. There is the rubber bridge. Now, I'm curious. I don't think that you could change this out for a regular bridge. Maybe you could. If you could, it would let you at least have the option of going to a set saddle. And, yeah. So, with all that said, I do feel like this is coming together to a concise. This feels like a really fun guitar. And at the price point, it comes with a great gig bag. Orangewood always does really well on gig bags. They're fun. They're really functional. They have good squishy straps. Thanks, Orangewood, for sending me this guitar to check out. I don't get to keep this guitar. They're only paying me a little bit of money for this. And my integrity costs far more than they're paying me for this video. But I'm thankful for partners like Orangewood. I'm excited about this guitar. I think it's a good thing for the guitar world. Thanks for watching this video. I'm Jeremy. This is Guitar Hunter. Make sure you subscribe. Thank you to my patrons and channel members for making videos like this happen. If you want to join the channel, get early access to content, get special merch, get lots of good things happen. You also get the first crack when I sell guitars and gear, and I give ridiculous substantial deals to people that are on the end. So become a Guitar Hunter. Join the channel down below. Thanks for hanging out. See you later. around here. So the guitar at the back of the headstock is about the height of, you know, a normal, like I'm 5'9". I'm 5'8", but I say 5'9".